He was last year's outstanding Canadian player in a Grey Cup game the Stampeders lost to the Argos. This year, Dave Sapunjis has a Grey Cup ring to go along with another top Canadian award. Dave Sapunjis speaks with us from Calgary. Dave, give us a sense of how Calgary feels about the Grey Cup that you brought back with you.
Well, we arrived just a while ago, and there's so many fans outside of the stadium, and I think since Calgary has not had the Grey Cup here for 21 years, the city is going crazy, and it's great to see. You know, you come out west, and it's such a different attitude when it comes to the Grey Cup, and it's just fantastic right now.
The way the game went, it gave you a chance to begin celebrating before it was over. I know you're going to say you didn't do that, but it really was a foregone conclusion almost from the time you scored your touchdown, to me at least. Could you enjoy it more because of the way the victory was achieved? I
think so. I look back a week ago when we played Edmonton, and it went down to the last minute, and it was a tough game, and it was so nice to have the game really wrapped up by the third quarter. I felt that we dominated the whole game. I didn't feel there was one point in the game where we felt that Winnipeg had a chance to come back. And you know, the whole thing about Winnipeg's defense, how great they were, I like to mention how strong our defense was this game, and they came up with a big game, and everyone played an excellent game. But yeah, we felt like we dominated, and that's the way we wanted to play.
How nice is it to play with a quarterback who is virtually blitz-proof and who is going to throw the ball exactly to the spot you're supposed to go? If you can get there, it ought to be a completed pass.
Exactly. I mean, it's so great to have Doug in the team. I remember last year when he won the most outstanding player, and he said he wanted to thank the CFL for bringing the fun back into football. Well, I'll tell you, when he's on your team, it's all you can have is fun out there. He makes things happen. He can get rid of the ball so quickly, plus if they are blitzing him, he gets away from the guys, and he can throw the ball perfectly to you, and I think he really proved to the league again yesterday why he's the most outstanding player.
And he throws it to everybody. 4 receivers with at least 6 catches. All of you averaged at least or more than 10 yards per catch, so there's real teamwork in the receiving corps.
Yeah, well, that's been the case all year. I think you look from week to week who has the statistics, and it's a different guy every week, and each game there's a few guys with either 100 yards or 80 yards or whatever. Yeah, Doug spreads it around, and that's what he does best. And if he doesn't throw the ball, then he runs with it, and he makes things happen.
Now, if the Stampeders had their choice and could have put another import in your spot yesterday, which they may well be able to do next year, who knows? I doubt they'd have chosen that option. Dave Sapunjis would have played anyway. Given that fact, are you concerned about the future of Canadians like yourself in the CFL if the expansion goes ahead? Of
course I am. You know, I don't think I would have made this league if there was not a ratio. I needed a couple of years to develop my skills, and I had that opportunity because we had the ratio. So I think you can look at some other players in the league. You look at Ray Elgard, Jeff Fairholm, Blake Marshall. I mean, there's so many talented Canadians. But when you come out of the CIAU specifically, you need a couple of years or a year to adjust to the talent that you're playing against in the CFL. You know, as far as I'm concerned, next year, if there is not a ratio, I think I can compete with the Americans and win a starting position. But my concern comes into the players, the CIAU players that are going to come out of college in the future. I think they're going to have a very difficult time making the CFL. And when we talk about expansion, I'm for expansion. I think the league has been stagnant for too many years, and I think we need a change in the league, but I'm against changing the ratio. I don't know how they can get around it, but I am strongly against changing the Canadian-American ratio. How do you feel about this being an issue in the House of Commons, as Winnipeg MP Lloyd Axworthy will make it? Well, I think it's great. I think it's great to see some leaders step up and have an interest in this. You know, I don't know exactly what's going to be going on there and how serious it is, but obviously if Lloyd's stepping up and making a deal of it, then there are some people that have a strong opinion about it, and it's great to see, because we must maintain the Canadians in the Canadian game. Dave, congratulations on your win yesterday. Thanks for talking with us. Thank you, Dave.